Welcome again, dear students. Now let's learn about the difference between the departmental undertaking, statutory corporation and a government company on different bases. On the basis of formation, departmental undertaking is formed under the ministry of the government. A statutory corporation is formed by a special act of parliament or state legislature, and a government company is formed by registration under the Companies Act with or without private participation, but at least 51% of the shareholding should be held with the government. On the basis of legal status, departmental undertaking has no separate legal entity. It is run, governed and controlled, managed by the ministry, a specific ministry. A statutory corporation has a separate legal entity, and a government company also has a separate legal entity. Third is on the basis of capital financing, that is money financing, money received. A departmental undertaking is entirely controlled through the budgetary appropriation, that is entire money is provided in the budgets, funds are allocated and it cannot borrow from outside. But a statutory corporation is financed wholly by the government and it can borrow from outside also. A government company can borrow, it already has private participation, and money can be contributed by the private sector also. On the basis of management control, departmental undertaking, the government officials from the concerned ministry control and manage the enterprise. In a statutory corporation, board of directors are nominated along with the parliamentary control, and in a government company, board of directors may include the private individuals. On the basis of staffing system, in a departmental undertaking, government servants are there. They follow the civil service code, and all the employees who are working in the departmental undertaking, they are all the government employees. In a statutory corporation, non-government employees are also there, which are governed by the employment contract. And in a government company, non-government employees are there, which are governed by the employment contract provided by the company. On the basis of freedom, that is autonomy, departmental undertaking has no autonomy. It is governed, run, managed entirely by the ministry concerned. A statutory corporation has sufficient freedom to take its own decision. It is not entirely governed by any ministry, and rules, regulations which are framed by the parliament or state legislature, they also provide freedom to some extent. And in a government company, there is sufficient freedom for working. On the basis of ownership, departmental undertaking is wholly owned by the government. A statutory corporation is wholly owned by the government, but a government company, at least 50% shares are owned by the government. Public accountability, that is answerability. In a departmental undertaking, this answerability is highest as it is under direct ministry control. In a statutory corporation, the public accountability, answerability is higher. Parliament and ministry both are concerned, and in the government company, the accountability is high and it is accountable to the ministry concerned. Flexibility of operations. Departmental undertakings are rule bound, but there is flexibility in statutory corporation and a government company. On the basis of suitability, departmental undertakings are suitable where utmost secrecy is required and the organization is of strategic significance, like defense. In a statutory corporation, industrial and commercial enterprises are of national importance, for example Life Insurance Corporation, Reserve Bank of India, etc. And in a government company, industrial and commercial enterprises requiring participation of domestic and foreign sector, the government company is suitable. On the basis of private participation, in a government undertaking, private participation is nil. In a statutory corporation also, private participation is not permitted, but in the government company, up to 49% of the paid up capital could be held by the private sector. So I hope that you have clearly understood the three types of public sector enterprises, that is departmental undertaking, statutory corporation and the government company. Thank you.